What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below, as usual. This video is entitled Different Views for Different Folks. So in this video, I'm going to talk about channels. And, people getting their channels flagged and their videos demonetized. And some people getting frustrated. Some people getting their channels terminated or suspended. And here's the thing. Different views, different folks get different views. If you're a black YouTuber, you know what it is. This is America. You black. But I'm going to start off this part. If you're a YouTuber and you have if you're just starting, they're not going to monetize your videos. As the rule says, you have to have a certain amount of subscribers. But different folks get different views. What I mean by that is, some of you may be doing trending topics. Some of you may get promoted and your videos may go viral. Some of you won't. The majority of you won't. And for some of y'all, if y'all look like me, it's because y'all look like me. So that's just what it is. And for some people who say, well, there are black people on YouTube who are pretty successful. Yeah, you're right. The majority of those people either promoting something for another brand, including themselves. So they're a brand themselves, but they're promoting products that are backed by another brand. So that's pretty much, it's a business transaction. But, for people who do trending topics, if you're black, if you do gossip trending, you're probably going to get farther than political or news trending, like I said, different views for different folks. The things you can get away with on YouTube if you're not black, and the views you can garner are different. But I gotta go back a little bit. Like I said, if you're just starting, your videos aren't going to be monetized. And take into consideration that part of the reason that is across the board is they're going to still have advertisements on your videos. So they're going to make money off of you for free, and as a way to, keep it in the pocket. That's why I say some people will get more views than others, because certain people, it's good to come up a certain way. For some of us other YouTubers, understand that your view count may not necessarily be your views. Just because you may have hundreds or even thousands or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of views, I would estimate that you have way more views than you suspect, because different folks get different views. Certain people they prop up to get more views. Certain people they push down to get less views. You can't have an impact. You can have an impact without having a lot of views, but it's kind of ironic that certain people don't need to make many videos, and but their views are all over the place. And certain people make a lot of videos, and their views are nowhere to be found. So, and like I said, certain people get certain views. And some of y'all don't think about this, but some people have a consistent time. They always talk about this YouTube algorithm. The algorithm doesn't... the algorithm works for who they want it to work for. It doesn't work for everybody whatsoever. I think I put out maybe somewhat upward of like 900 videos last year. Probably around 900. You think that algorithm worked for me? Absolutely not. but it's because of what I'm talking about and the way I'm talking about it. You know, there's a certain double standard. Like if a guy can have Nazi paraphernalia in the background and be a big YouTuber, what does that say? You know, if he's non-black, if a guy can have a dead body swinging from a tree in the background of his YouTube videos and get millions of views, and YouTube doesn't know or take it down, what does that say? You know, I had a video recently that I didn't even upload that because my computer kind of stalled out. The video was all was literally demonetized or had the yellow monetization thing on it while it was uploading. So if I'm a YouTuber who doesn't get a lot of views and my videos upon uploading they're flagged, but the dead body swinging from a tree isn't flagged, what does that tell you? Different views for different folks. You know, you have certain channels who are subscribed to content creators like myself, and what they do is they don't necessarily subscribe as themselves. They subscribe as on dummy accounts, and they listen to our videos, and then they take what they get from our videos and implement it in theirs, and they get a gang of views at it. But they can do that because different folks get different views. So now these people, quote unquote, looked at as, they have great content. They're great content creators, when they're like Amy Schumer. They just stealing people's material and regurgitating it just in their general area. And you can say to a degree that, you know, different folks get different views because of people's groups, different interests, and groups gravitate to. But analytically, that doesn't add up. Also, it doesn't. The numbers don't say that either. Because I remember there was a time not that long ago where you would say the intellectual or nerdy population on YouTube didn't get views at all. Like, but overnight, it went from maybe hundreds of views to hundreds of thousands of views. You know, a couple of hundred subscribers to hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And you wonder how is this happening? When you're not, and for me, in my timeline, I watch stuff like that. So I'm like, okay. See, I remember when TED Talks wasn't that big. I remember when Google Talks wasn't that big also. So, but you get that these are business, when they're backed, and they're backed, they're gonna have their own little powwows with higher up people, and that's cool. You know, that's what happens. But even when it comes to time, there are people who've been on YouTube for quite a long time, and you can't find a lot of their videos anywhere. And there are people who've been on YouTube for a very short amount of time. You can find their videos everywhere. And with all of these topics and variations of different things, you would think you would see different people, but you don't. You know, a lot of times these things, they say they're tailor-made, you know, because it's kind of like streamlined in the computer sense for you to get what you're looking at anyways. And, you know, different folks get different views. But the irony of that is they also put things in that you don't necessarily want. So there's always that space where, you know, well, maybe you'll try this. Because I can say the YouTubers who do, you know, Lego fights and all that type of stuff, their feeds don't come across my videos because I'm not into that type of stuff. But I can also say the minute I hit trending or live, those type of people are right up there. I don't see people live or trending that look like me, because different folks get different views. You know, and unless it's something around us being negative, you're not gonna see us trending. So and the things that people who get their channels flagged for, sometimes I get why channels get flagged, and sometimes I get why channels get suspended and terminated. But the problem is that depends on your race and your gender, and if you're straight or gay, because there's a lot of over the top material that you would that stays on you on this platform, that compared to other people that have gotten kicked off of this platform or had to restart from scratch, it's tame. But if you a certain race, get a certain amount of views, certain gender, have a certain straight or gay or whatever, or you push a certain narrative that people are comfortable with, it's cool. You know, you're gonna see you're gonna see two completely different, completely opposite sides of the spectrum be viewed completely differently. You know, you can't be you can't be a black identity extremist on YouTube. I don't know what that really is. That sounds stupid to me, but you can be a white nationalist, white supremacist on YouTube. And you would think in people's ridiculous logic, those are the same things, but they're not gonna get as many views as each other, for one. And they're not going to have the same consequence of canceling terminations as each other, for two, if they're doing even if it's perceived that they're doing the exact same thing. So, you know, and I've always stated that, you know, certain channels, in my opinion, they take views from certain channels and manipulate them and put them into other people's channels to make them more money, because this also makes people money. And I'm trying to figure out how there are people who actually can live off the profits of YouTube, but I find it odd that a lot of the, you know, I can see a person who has 1,000 subscribers and their videos get thousands of views. Like, they have 1,000 subscribers, videos say 10,000, 5,000, 4,000, blah, blah, blah. But I find black YouTubers have, if they get 20,000, if they have 20,000 subscribers, they get 2,000. They never equal the amount or double the amount of subscribers. A lot of when they upload videos. If you're lucky to get 10%. So if you got 500,000, 50,000 people to be watching. But if you're white and you got 500,000, you got 2-3 million views. So how is that the same? That doesn't even make sense logically, unless you're siphoning views from one place and putting them in another. Because, you know, yeah, they're dead subscribers. You trying to tell me that black people have more dead subscribers than anybody else? Nah, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. People gravitate to a certain thing. I'm not buying that either, because if people constantly keep getting more subscribers, they should constantly get more views. If these people subscribe to their channel. Now, certain topics people don't gravitate to. That's absolutely true. But it's to me, you know, certain people get certain views. So I'm gonna leave it at that. We out.